We're getting tribal combat at Summerslam, but I've no idea what the tribal combat is. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling, here to review Smackdown from the 21st of July 2023. Tribal combat, it could be the best match of all time. Could be about 10 million stipulations mixed into one, or it could just be a match with a Samoan name on it that's going to suck.
It could be a palm tree in the corner of the ring. Welcome to the Isle of Samoa, amigo.
Yeah, we don't know what it is, but apparently it is going to be a match that is just a normal match, but with the tribal chiefdom on the line. So basically that red thing that...
So is the title not on the line?
Well, it is as well, but it's like 2-for-1 special.
Maybe it's like a Samoan unsanctioned match. That's why I didn't need the contract.
Now, I don't know, I mean, maybe they'll explain it to us a little bit. I think it'd be good if it was some sort of, like, actual stipulation rather than just a normal match. These guys have already done I Quit, though, Hell in a Cell. I don't know where they can go for that, but just a one-on-one match really wouldn't do it for me. But anyway, let's go through the SmackDown. We'll talk more about the whole tribal crap when we get to it. United States Championship, Fatal 4-Way. Whoever wins this will face the other Mexican guy next week, whose name completely escapes me. Santos Escobar.
Santos!
It's Knight, Sheamus, Cameron Grimes, and Hee-Haw, and Rey Mysterio. LA Knight should win. Everyone wants LA Knight to win, but LA Knight does not win. So, yeah, Rey Mysterio picking up the win. I actually predicted Rey, though, in the preview. I thought Rey Mysterio would win this, and it's going to be a showdown next week between Rey and Santos Escobar. It's going to be a battle of the LWO. I wonder who the other LWO members will be cheering for. I don't know. Will we see a split in the LWO faction? But I actually thought it was weird. In this match, they said, well, after the match, they said, what's Santos Escobar going to do? It's not like he can ask his mentor, Rey Mysterio, on how to beat him next week, because Rey Mysterio's not going to tell him. It's like, I mean, Rey Mysterio has been hanging about with this guy for a couple of months. Santos Escobar's 39 years old. Is Rey Mysterio really his fucking mentor? If Santos Escobar at 39 doesn't fucking know what he needs to know by now, then what is he going to do in life? How is he going to be a world champion?
See, that's the problem, I think, in this company and wrestling in general. You just portray these people as rookies, even though they're 40.
Look at Taker, like, by the time Taker was 39, what a career he'd had. He was considered the fucking legend. I mean, Taker could have retired when he was 39 and still would have been undoubtedly a legend. Austin retired when he was 37, but they're portraying Escobar at the age of 39, a prodigy to Rey Mysterio. It's like, what the fuck? They're making it as if the guy's like 20, 21.
Oh no.
No, he's not. Anyway, Rey Mysterio, Escobar. I think Rey will probably win overall. We had Austin Theory come out. He got attacked by Santos Escobar because he tried to take out Rey. So it looks like Theory didn't want to face Rey either. And Pierce makes the match official for later on tonight. So we're going to get Theory versus Escobar. We've seen the Cavender twins in the front row. And I made a video a couple of months ago on the Cavender twins. I can't remember who they are. I've totally forgot. But apparently they play basketball and they're coming to WWE. That's all you need to know.
Well, that's who they are then. I thought you completely forgot the basketball thing.
I know, but I don't know why they're considered big stars, you know? Like, I don't get it.
They were on NXT, sure. They left it via heel. Tia heel.
Yeah.
Up in the air. Tia heel, baby.
Jey Uso is walking backstage when he spots Tony D'Angelo and Stax. He keeps walking. Then he sees the Creed brothers, who he stops to fist bump. So he had no love for the family, but he's got love for the Creed brothers. Why NXT was so heavily involved in tonight's show?
Because Shawn Michaels was there.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We had Tiffany Stratton in the crowd as well, and we had, well, the Cavender twins, I guess, are signed technically to NXT. They're going to be on NXT. So, yeah, no, we had a big NXT involvement in this one. So
weird though. Why out of all the shows did they pick this one to have the NXT involvement?
No idea.
I mean, the brand split's dead. Especially with the fact they're treating it as a third brand, not developmental anymore, because it is a third brand now.
Fuck, I said it was dead after week 1, and that's not, my opinion's not changed. Then we got a replay of what happened between Cody and Brock. I actually liked how back in the day when the brand split was real, they didn't really show what happened on the other show. Do we really need to see what happened with Cody and Brock on Raw? If we wanted to see, we would watch it. And it's not as if it was groundbreaking. Brock beat Cody down. I mean, I feel like Brock beats everybody down.
They actually just made a clip of this though and like put it as like a SmackDown clip. It's just it's a Raw highlight package. present it as a SmackDown clip.
But it was nothing amazing. Like, how many times does Brock beat people down? I've seen it shitloads of times before.
Yeah.
I don't think it needed to be replayed. It didn't really advance anything. Nothing was said. Alright, Rock accepted his challenge, but I mean, so fucking what, man? Anyway, let's move on. Charlotte Flair versus Io Sky. Really bad looking manoeuvre here on the outside. Hurricane Rana. Charlotte Flair delayed. 5 second, then rolls. I mean, she's supposed to be 16-time champion soon enough. She's supposed to be Ric Flair's daughter, and she's making moves like that, making a mockery of the business.
Ric Flair will be strutting in hell, thinking of that, man. I just hate Charlotte.
He's fucking alive.
I know he's alive.
Why is he going to be strutting in hell?
I don't know, can you pay a visit into hell? Come on, man. The Nature Boy. Woo! Charlotte Flair, though, she's winning the belt, and I'm not happy about it.
I think she is winning at SummerSlam. She beats Io Sky. Asuka comes in, attacks Flair. Who cares? We see Dominic backstage with the NXT North American title with Kayla Braxton. Then out of nowhere, Pete Dunne, or whatever we call him these days, appears. Pete fucking Dunne, or Butch, or whatever you want to call him.
Michaels almost called him Pete Dunne.
Michaels
he went, Pete Butchie! How about you, Butchie?
Butch wants a title shot. Dominic doesn't think it's a good idea. Michaels appears out of nowhere like a wild Pokemon, and he's like, I think it's a good idea. And he makes the match, so...
Who really cares, man? It's a Raw guy defending an NXT title on SmackDown. Work that one out. Work your brand split. What is that all about?
Yeah, I mean, and someone tell me that the brand split is still alive. Someone tell me it's well and truly going.
And then they pretend that, Shawn Michaels had to sanction this match. How many matches do we see get sanctioned by the wrestlers themselves? Oh, but it's because Dominic's a heel and he didn't want to. No, you can't just fucking pick and choose who sanctions matches.
But have you noticed, like, with all authority figures back in the day, they were actually involved throughout the show. They were involved in storylines, and they were, like, a big part of the shows. See now, the only time you see an Adam Pearce is to make a match official.
Yeah.
Back in the day, like, Eric Bischoff's Raw, I mean, Eric Bischoff was one of the key points of Raw. See, if Eric Bischoff wasn't there, it felt like a big Raw, because you think, oh, fuck, Eric's not there.
Uncle Eric's not here.
And if he wasn't there, they would always have, like, the coachman or something fill in for him.
Yeah.
But see, with Adam Pearce, what does Adam Pearce add to a SmackDown or a Raw?
Boredom.
No, see, it doesn't matter if he's there or not. Oh, the only thing Pearce is there is to appear in the odd segment. And why does he need to make some matches official but not every match?
That's what I just said. It's because it's garbage. It's inconsistencies. It's like they want to try it with some feuds, but some other feuds they don't.
God, I miss the days, man, when we had actual fucking good GMs, good authority figures.
Like you can praise the bloodline stuff, but see, at the end of the day, who's making that official? It's just them talking amongst themselves.
Yeah, why is Adam Pearce not coming out and saying,
hey, fuck your Samoan shit, I need to book this?
Yeah, why is he not saying, your tribal combat thingy, good idea, I mean, I'll make it official. That doesn't happen, for whatever reason. Then we get, Sean said he's heading to Adam Pearce's office to make it official. I don't know if he's got the power to, so I guess Sean needs to be a little bitch and get Adam Pearce's...
No, is it no embarrassing that Shawn Michaels has to go to Adam Pearce's fucking office? Shawn Michaels? We're led to believe that the Heartbreak Kid has got less power in this company than fucking Adam Pearce? Scrap Daddy?
The only way Michael should be going to his office if he wants to hit him with the sweet chin music. I mean, that's the only reason I'm accepting it.
Yeah.
Anyway, up next, Fury versus Santos Escobar. I mean, typical match with two guys. I know that doesn't really go into detail, but you get my point. I mean, Escobar wins, which fucking tells me there's no way he is beating Fury.
No.
Or Fury.
No way.
I don't even think he'll beat Ray.
Tyson Fury. No, he won't.
But yeah, he wins. Hurricane Run off the top rope.
Mad heck, he's 39 though. I wouldn't have guessed that was his age. And I said 33.
Then he hits the Phantom Driver for the winner. 1, 2, 3. So, yeah.
Loving life, guys. Loving life.
Well, not really, but, we'll move on. We see Bobby Lashley greeting NXT champion Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams backstage. Lashley was hoping to see them, and they say they're trying to get like Lashley. Look, this is what we need. See if they're going to do the Hurt business, fucking stick Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams in it. Fresh blood that is actually entertaining.
And are youthful.
I'm not saying I wouldn't put the Street Profits in. I'd put all 4 in. But we need to accept that Shelton Benjamin's time's up. Cedric Alexander has never had it. Right,
he's had his time in the limelight.
He had MVP's boring as fuck. I wouldn't even have MVP in it. I don't think you need MVP in it. I mean, if he was in it, I wouldn't complain. I would,
I would complain.
Well, yeah, but you know what? I would stick. I don't think that's too many people at all. I'd stick Carmelo and tricking it along with the Street Profits. Hopefully that's what happens. Anyway, North American title match: Butch versus Dominic Mysterio. This pissed me off. Ending of this match, Butch is also, I don't know why, but we've got Ridge Holland out there, and then Pretty Deadly come out. One of them's in a wheelchair because Ridge Holland is unsafe and injured him last week. And I thought that was very weird. We seen it last week. Ridge Holland jumped to Twitter straight away to go, "Oh, it wasn't me that injured him. It was a dodgy fall." It's like that's like, you talk about being suspicious, like, and being in denial. I mean, that's like, going to the police and be like, "Oh, I didn't kill him. Wasn't me. I didn't murder him."
It's not even like the Pretty Deadly guy came out and buried him or something.
Yeah,
just threw him under the bus.
I think Ridge Holland was literally just jumping on Twitter and defending himself before anyone blamed him. Either way, it did look
pretty cheap there.
I thought Ridge Holland was a bit dangerous, but anyway, they come out. Butch and Holland chase them off. The guy's no hurt. He runs to the back. Well, he's hurt with his arm, but he's not hurt with his legs. They run. Then Butch gets back on the apron, hits Dominic. And then he's looking behind him. He looks behind him. He looks behind him like 3 or 4 times because he's waiting Rhea Ripley coming on. He's waiting on Rhea Ripley to come up and take his legs away from him so Dominic can get the win. It's like, not only do we get another woman costing the man a match, Rhea Ripley again looking dominant over the men, Butch fucking knows it's coming. What a dumb bastard. This guy's trying to win the NXT North American title. He knows that Rhea Ripley is going to come behind him. He can't do anything. All he has to do is wait there until she comes and like sweeps his legs. He can't even kick out at her to prevent her from coming because she's a woman and he's a man. And God forbid we have a man do anything to a woman in current WWE, but the woman can literally beat up men every week and cost men matches. It's fucking dumb. When he was actually waiting on Rhea Ripley to make contact with him. Like, what a joke.
Yeah, like, what a job. I hate when that happens, though. It's just an awkward pause in a match where they're waiting on the next spot.
He's constantly looking behind him, right? Where's Rhea?
You never see this with actual stars.
No. And he just waited. Didn't he do anything? He knew she was coming, but he couldn't defend himself.
Cause it's a woman.
Anyway,
it's a man.
Dominic wins. And then that's pretty much it. We go into the main event, which is the sit down. Jey Uso comes out with a t-shirt saying he is the tribal chief, the real tribal chief. Reigns says Jey needs to shut his mouth because the tribal chief is talking. Reigns says, "Don't act like this is your first rodeo." He says that you should be used to this by now. I am the man. Reigns puts his belt on the table and he says, "This means nothing to him. It's done. Let's go." Really? This belt that you've had for nearly 3 years, this title reign that they've pretty much fucking buried everybody to stick you on top, and it means nothing to you? If that's the case, then why the fuck didn't you lose it to McIntyre, or lose it to Rhodes, or lose it to Cena, or lose it to Edge, or lose it to anybody?
Yeah, I feel like at this point Reigns has surpassed the belt. Just give it to someone else, man. It's over.
Jey Uso then rips up the contract, says he doesn't give a shit about the contract. It's more than that. It's more than the WWE title. Jey Uso doesn't care about the WWE title. He wants a trial by combat, which means he wants to be the real tribal chief, the head of the table, and he wants to challenge Roman Reigns for the top spot. Basically, Roman Reigns then takes his like neck. What do you call that thing?
It's
the tribal necklace.
The tribal chief's jewelry drawer.
He takes off the tribal necklace and he puts it down on the table over the WWE Championship, and then that's it. They shake hands. So I guess this is like a real tribal face-off now. Solo ain't happy. He tries to give the Samoan spike to Jey, but Reigns prevents him from doing it, grabs his arm, and then Jey hits Solo with a super kick, and then we have Reigns and Jey looking at each other. I didn't really do much for me. I thought it was a pretty boring segment from the Bloodline. I feel like they're hit and miss. Sometimes the Bloodline stuff's pretty good. Other times it's just boring and repetitive. And
I feel like the only stuff they've done good, really, is when someone like leaves, or there's like a betrayal, or someone joins. See, when it's just like the random normal stuff that's in there between, like if they're just feuding, I think it sucks. I think that was evident with Zayn and Owens against the Usos. How many times did we see that, man? Honestly. It was so much like how much better were the moments when Zayn got betrayed? Like, yeah, let's be real about it. But anyway, guys, that was the end of SmackDown, wasn't it?
End of SmackDown. Surely it's the end of the Bloodline, because once this feud's over with, there's only Solo left. And I guess they'll maybe do Solo versus Reigns, but I mean, by that stage, do we care?
I think by that stage, we're going to need Usos on a different brand from the rest of the boys.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, guys. I thought it was one of the poorest SmackDowns I've watched in a long time. I'll give it, I mean, Shawn Michaels was there, which was cool, but he didn't really do anything, did he? I'm giving it a 2 out of 10.
I'm going to give it a 1.
A 1, there you go, guys. 1.5 out of 10. The big old 1.5. That's it. Catch you in the next one. Till then, though, peace.